Welcome back. I'm Larry. So tonight we're going to be working on my 351 Cleveland again, so let's jump into it and get started. I'm going to show you how when you're building an engine or if you're just dropping in a used engine or whatever the case may be, and you're trying to find where to put the distributor at and set the timing, show you how to do it on the first try to get a good start so you're not having to guess on where to set the distributor at. Yes, I already got the distributor installed in my engine only because I was running my spark plug wires and I ordered cut to fit wires. So that's why. But it's not set up or anything. I just dropped the distributor in the hole just to give me a spot to set my wires so I could see where they need to be. So to do this, we're going to pop this off and get this out of the way. So the first thing you want to do is put your engine on top dead center on 0 on compression stroke. So how to find compression stroke is you could either pull your first spark plug out and put your finger over the hole, rotate the engine until you feel air blow out. So you want to line your pointer up dead on 0, like we got here. The next thing is I'm using this cap as a reference, just as a test cap, we'll say, because it's the cap I use for when I'm running my wires. It's just easier for me to see what the firing order is as it rotates, instead of having to sit here and look it up and count every single time. So, but you want to look for your number 1 spark plug wire. So this is number 1 right here on this post. What I do is I come to the distributor, and I come over and I mark it on the cap, on the base. Now, if you have a single piece cap, obviously you would just do the one cap. This is a 2-piece cap, so I mark the top cap as well as the bottom cap. Then, of course, on a distributor, much like this one here, where you have just this traditional cap like I was talking about, because I have the 2-piece on mine, but if you have the 1-piece cap like this, then you want to mark the actual base of your distributor and from where number 1 is. See, that's where number 1 is. Come down, mark it on the base of the distributor itself. Then you can pop the cap off and mark it on top. And then when you get ready, you can simply just line your rotor button up with it. Like so. And that would be essentially how you would do it on one of these. Line it up like that and then adjust from there. Now, after you do that, you pop the top one off. When you drop the distributor into the hole, and wherever you want this to be pointing, once it is fully seated in the block like it is here, you want the rotor button to be pointing at that number 1 spot. So now we're pointing at the number 1 spark plug wire. It's fully seated in the block, because as you drop this down, it rotates as you drop it in. So you kind of got to go a tooth off from where you actually want it. So when you drop it, when you pick it up, it's going to be pointing more toward this way. When you drop it in, it will rotate itself around. And so you might have to play with it a couple of times to get it just right. But once you drop it in, it's fully rotated wherever you put this at, wherever you want it to be. So like right here, this is pointing at number 1, and that's pretty much straight toward the front of the engine, so. And now, once we got that, we're going to rotate the engine and set our timing. So we're going to rotate the engine around, not around, but we're going to move it. Now, how you want to do this is you always want to move in the rotation in which the engine turns. So then you always keep the slack out of your timing chain, so you get a true reading. On this engine, I'm going to set it at 12 degrees before top dead center. So what we got to do is actually go back past our mark and then come up to 12 degrees on the pointer. And the way on mine it counts by 2s, so it'll be the 1 mark next to the 10. All right, so if we look, see we're on 12 degrees before top dead center. Now we come up here and look at our distributor. You can see how this has now turned, so we gotta line this back up. Now, I'm gonna set mine here for now because I have air conditioning and I'm gonna have that bracket up here. and I got to have my hose bend and come around. So I kind of want it a little bit more to the left. But this is where, if you wanted yours to say a little bit more like on this side, well, this is where you'd have to pick your distributor up, turn it a tooth back again, and drop it back down and repeat the same process. So you go back to 0, drop the distributor in, line up with 1, set your timing, and see where it sets. But in my case, this actually looks pretty perfect as to where I want to start. Now, it's important to note, this is not going to be an exact timing set. Once the engine is running, you will have to fine tune it. It might not be on 12, it might be on 10, it might be on 14, but this is to get it in the ballpark of where it needs to be. And so this right here, with it set like that, and you move your pointer like that, you lock the distributor down. When you put gas to this engine and hit the key, it will fire up just like you pulled it in. It is good enough to start it. It will start, and you can run it to make your adjustments and fine tune everything instead of having to guess where to set the distributor. It's very simple and very easy. And like I said, our marker's lined up. So when you got to put your cap back on, it's lined up with the number 1 where it's supposed to be, and the timing's already set. And it's really that simple and that easy. Also, to put your distributor in, if it don't want to sit down all the way, you don't have to sit here and keep picking it up and beating it down. Just set it in the hole, rotate the engine a little bit until it seats. Put it back on 0 on the harmonic balancer and see where your mark lines up. You may have to pull it back out, adjust it a tooth or so, and then repeat the same process. But I see a lot of people sit here and just keep picking the distributor, beating it down until it finally sets, but you don't need to do that. You know, you're beating up against a cam gear and everything, and distributor gear and all that, an oil pump drive. You're fighting yourself. Just turn the crank until it sets, and then you can adjust it and see where you're actually sitting at. So, but do that. But like I said, always plan ahead, because you need to move your rotor button further this way, because as it sets down in the hole and it lines up with that cam gear, it will rotate itself back around. So just be mindful of that. Also, you don't want to line your rotor button straight up with number 1 and then drop it in, it'll be way over here. Kind of plan ahead for it so it'll kind of rotate around. But yeah, and so now this one is ready to be put into the truck, and it will fire right up. All right, so that's all. That's just a quick little tip I wanted to share on how to set the timing whenever you're putting the distributor in fresh from the start. Now this one's ready to go. Like I said, this right here, it won't be exactly put on 12. I'd be shocked if it says 12 and I set it there, because once everything gets moving and rotation, and plus when you first crank an engine up, especially a new engine like this, everything's tight, it will kind of get a little bit loose as it runs, because everything's seating and settling. Like the timing chain, for instance, is really tight right now, but once it runs and gets heated up, it'll loosen up a little bit. So you're gonna have to go in there and fine tune that a little bit. But it will be close enough to where you just bump the key, it will fire up and run to get you started. So anyway, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the drop box down below. And that's all there is for this one. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Take care.